Yo, what's up, guys? It's Felix here with another crypto video. And in today's crypto video, we're just going to go through how I've been surviving this very turbulent, just another turbulent weekend, same as last time. Everything's continued to go down. There was a bit of a spike up again, but it looks like everything is just, still continuing on its downtrend. And there's just a bunch of farms that keep popping up. That's a lot of what I've been posting is a lot of the new farms. And, I like to explore the new ones and get a feel for them. But unfortunately, they all end up being just crap, and they end up just going down. And this is one that I was considering sharing, but I'm really glad I didn't, because essentially when it started off, this coin was worth 100,000. It was worth more than Bitcoin, and this was offering it ridiculous APRs, and it just didn't make sense. And I just thought I'd put a little bit into it and see what could come of it. And I put about 1,000 in there, but I never once got anything to harvest. The coin was just too expensive to farm. And at this point, I mean, it's a lot cheaper. But if the trend continues downward, I mean, like I mentioned before, these returns get cut in half if it goes down to $1.50. So same thing with Lasagna Swap. I was very pleased with this one for a good while, but it ended up just going down to 5 cents. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, there's just so many of them that even Nugget, which I was still pretty, convinced of, went down pretty hard, and it was extremely disappointing. Even our two favorites over here with Goose and Viking, are showing trends downward, although Viking is still pretty strong. I mean, but it's still on the lower end of where it could be. And Goose had maintained over 100 for a little while, but once it broke under 100, it just kept going down. So surprisingly, this new farm, Dino Swap, is one that's actually held up for me. And one of the things that I've been noticing is with so many of these other farms, the TVL goes down fast. People take their money out fast, and then at the end of the day, you got not even $200,000 locked in, and the coin is worth nothing. And then so all these farms just lose all their money that's locked in, and so they just get abandoned, and their token just tanks. I mean, even birthday cake, 44 cents, dude. Crazy. I mean, and this is something that's partnered with Pokeball. So, I mean, I'm a pretty big fan of Pokeball. I mean, it's a deflationary token, and it has a lot of potential. But I mean, I tried birthday cake because they were paired up with them, but it still wasn't pretty good. But I mean, you can still put your Pokeballs in here and get pretty crazy returns. I mean, but I don't know how true that is. Do I still have some Pokeballs?
Yeah.
We can try and maybe see. I mean, it says it's 1,000,000, so we can try and put some. I got some Pokeballs, and let's take a look and see. And then we'll come back to that. Oh my God. 94 cents for this transaction. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Honestly, don't even know if it's going to generate 99 cents. It'd have to give me two birthday cakes to even be worth it, and then plus the fee to harvest that. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I know I have some Pokeballs, but we're just going to leave it at that. So this is one project, though, I've reviewed a couple times, and it's just one that keeps on giving. And I have used Beefy to compound my LPs for a little while and came back in it stronger. And I mean, it's still really good. This is one of the ones that I'm still really happy with. And like I mentioned, Dino Swap has also been surprisingly good. I guess I veered off because what I was looking at was the TVL, and this has actually been going up, and their token price has been going up too. When I first got in, it was like around 40 cents, and I mean, they had very little in TVL, so it's been going up. And I was in the pools at first, but the pool APYs went down. So I went ahead and switched over to the farms, and I went ahead and just put two stable coins together, DAI BUSD and what was the other? USD TBUSD. So I just got these ones chilling in there, and I mean they produce a pretty good amount. Let's see. We don't want this one. We're rejecting this one. But when it comes to this one, we do want to accept. Go ahead and harvest my dinos. Yeah, so this one would have been a really good one to have bought into and, even farmed with a riskier pool, buying Dino and putting it with BNB or BUSD. Those LP token values would have gone up with the price of the Dino going up, and then plus everything else that you would have generated in the meantime. But, it's still always a risk, right? Even now, we don't know if it's going to continue to go up, but it's been really good in this time when everything else has just been going down. Even this Kickstart one, I didn't put money in this one, but I just kept a bit of an eye on it, and token just went down. But I'm still in Viking. I still got some of my BNB in here, and I had more DAI in here, but I moved it over to Dino because it was just generating a bit more. So yeah, man. I mean, that's basically where we're at. There's just so many farms, and I do like to share the new farms and like to spread the new information, but you always want to be careful. And again, the main strategy is always to try to farm them with two different pairs of coins that you're comfortable with, and not buy their coins because it's going to give you a lot of impermanent loss. If you would have done this one, for example, when it was like at 100,000 and now it's at $3, that's a crazy loss. I mean, I don't even know how I could deal with that type of loss. But I mean, when I saw the price and I saw it was more than Bitcoin, I was like, there's no way this thing is worth more than Bitcoin. And it's just a trend, these new farms pop up, and I don't understand why they want to, have their tokens so high up. And then, you're trying to like farm it. And at the end, oh my God, that's not the one. And in the end, it just like goes down real bad. See, like this is another one that I think I mentioned, and it looked pretty decent for a while. But I just overnight, I go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and the token value is down, and I see I had farmed so much, but now it's just like we're so little. And so yeah, it's sad, when that happens. So yeah, we just got to be careful. But those have been my two money makers right now. Has been the Dino and MSC, and then Viking has just been a good place to hold, a main part of my investment that I don't want to risk too much, and basically just continuously generate, a pretty decent value token. I mean, right there. Between what's been farmed right now, that's $9. And I mean, see, I got some Viking in my wallet. I got some of that in there. So I mean, usually what I just end up doing is switching it either for Litecoin or BNB. And if I feel like I want to reinvest a little bit more, then I start buying BUSD. But this Viking, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to Litecoin because I need to get a little bit more on that. And then so yeah, I just start building up until I get to like a Litecoin and a half or something, and then usually I'll transfer those out. But yeah, guys, I mean that's basically what I've been doing. I just try to keep a balance between cashing a little bit out every here now and then, reinvesting back into my portfolios, and moving money into farms that are going to hopefully generate more. But again, one of the best things you need to do is try to keep a safe location or something that's a little bit safer, like Viking Swap, and then move a different part of your money around to try to get more gains. Because unfortunately, if I would have been moving all my money around like that, there's a lot of times where I paid the 3% or 4%, deposit fee or whatever, and then their token tanks, and you really don't make that much. So, when you're putting like $1,000 into a farm like that, I mean, it's not too bad. But if you're putting like 10,000, then you're gonna have to be a little bit more committed to that farm because you're gonna have to make your deposit back. Otherwise, you're just giving that deposit to the farm so that they can supposedly buy back their own token, or sometimes the full deposits even go to the buyback. It goes to the developers' wallets. So yeah, I mean, it's just something to be careful about. But we're all just trying to find a better place and try to keep the gains coming in. But right now it's a pretty volatile, part of the market that we don't want to experience. The downward trend, this harder trend, when it's more difficult to make money. But there's still plenty of opportunities out there. You just got to keep looking for them. And then once we go back on the up and up, if you're in a good position, then you should be able to recuperate all your losses and then some. But that's all I have for you guys today. I do want to appreciate you for watching, and always remember to hit that subscribe and like button. But other than that, take care, take it easy, peace out.